Hello, hello, hello. This is your slay queen, Rochelle Hemingway, and I am here today to let you know that you can slay like Okoye. And so I am a transformational speaker. I am a self published author, a mentor, coach, and United States Air Force veteran. My purpose is to use my self discipline and bold leadership skills to help you, all right, and help empower you to face your fears and insecurities by using basic life and leadership philosophies, aka SLAY. SLAY, that's right. Stay ready to be ready, lead out loud, a sense of community, a sense of family, and knowing you are built to last while you step into your next big thing, whatever that is, without sacrificing your health, relationships, opportunities, or happiness, all by based based on my life and leadership philosophies that I learned while I was serving in the United States Air Force for 30 years, 3 decades, and now beyond. So I have since been retired, and now I am coming to you all to give you hope and inspiration so that you can slay like Okoye. So for all those who know of Black Panther and you've seen the movie several times, you know the baddest chick in the movie is Okoye. That's right. She is the woman that shows up and she slays all the things. All right. She is protecting the king of Wakanda. All right. She shows up. She's athletic. She's fierce. She's resilient. She's strong. She's powerful. She's sexy. She's all the things, right, that we sometimes want to be or have inside of. She is my inner muse. All right. She is the person inside of me that I tap into every single day to slay. And when I think of her, I think of how she became to be in my life. So there I was, because every story begins with there I was. I was deployed to Jordan and Kuwait. I was there for almost 7 months. And when I was there, I had the opportunity to go off base and to actually see the movie Wakanda, all right, and the Black Panther, if you will. I went to see the movie with a group of friends that I had, or my co-workers, if you will, my wingmen and my wingwoman, and we went to the theater to go see the movie. That experience in itself, to see a movie in an international country, it's much different than it is in the United States. But when we went, we sat and we at the first introduction of the movie, and when Okoye comes out and she is got her sword out and she's jumping and she's, punching and kicking, she's doing all those type of warrior like skills. The my wingman, all right, he was sitting beside me and he looked at me and said, "That is you." And I said, "What?" And he says, "That is you. You are a Koye. You look like her. You act like her. And when you show up, you're a leader just like her." And at the time, for those that are affiliated with the military, I was the chief of the medical clinic from which I was deployed out. So I was the chief master sergeant of the clinics because I was flying in between two countries of Jordan and Kuwait. So when he said that, I was so mesmerized by how she was carrying herself and how powerful she looked. And when I left from the deployment, Halloween was coming up, later in the year. And I said, "You know what? I'm going to dress like a Koye this Halloween." So I, got dressed up in her outfit and, took lots of pictures. And, it was most fitting. I just felt a sense of being regal. And so from there, it just morphed into another way or an example to display that. And I was with my personal coin. So on the picture of the thumbnail that you see, I have a coin represented of Okoye. And this coin was given to individuals across the installation when they did something absolutely, absolutely powerful and did the work outside of what the expectation was. And so I would give them the coin and I would speak on Okoye and why I chose her as the symbol of being my inner muse. So the question that I want to ask you is, who is your inner muse? Who is the person, the critic who shuts down the other inner critic, that the one with self-doubt, the one that's filled with fear? Who is your inner muse? And are you trusting your inner muse to take you to places and spaces that you've never been before? And when you're stepping into your next big thing, you will need something, some bodies to help you get to your next in a way where you could see that the possible is there, right? So it's there's never the idea that the impossible will never happen for you. It's when the impossible happens for me, how will then I show up? We all have a path. We all are in a journey in this thing that we call life. And when we tap into the persons or the spirit that is drawing the best versions of ourselves out, we can't help. We can't help to display that in everything that we do, everything that we touch, every interaction that we have. And so I know for a fact when I started to use Okoye in the last couple of years of my career, my 30-year military career in the United States Air Force, I knew I was going to make it. It shut down all the negativity that I had rolling in my head most days. And I'm not going to say and be here and to let you know that every day was rainbows and chocolate bridges. But I will tell you this, when I used to fall, and there were days where I really felt like I could not get up and do it again, I started listening into the Okoye inside of me and realized that, yes, my queen, you can do it. Yes. All right. Yes, it was hard. Yes, it was difficult. Yes, this is challenging beyond, but you, my queen, can do it. And so I started to realize that my philosophy of slay, staying ready and being prepared for the inevitable, knowing that I first have to lead myself before I went out and led others, which means I had to be accountable and responsible for me, and creating a sense of family, a sense of belonging for all the individuals that were in my span of reach. And when I tell you that sense of belonging is a thing, just like you see in the movie, every woman that Okoye was leading had on the same uniform, had the same stance. They were disciplined. They knew they were part of something bigger than themselves. They were protecting the king. And the why of you are built to last. They were fighting until the end. And so in life, we do have to know how we can pick ourselves up and get ourselves back on track when we do. But when we trust and listen in to our inner muse, anything is possible. Anything is possible. So this has been your Slay Queen, and this discussion has been how you are going to slay like Okoye. Keep on slaying until you can't slay no more. I am the CEO and founder of Slay to Success. I'm a transformational speaker, self published author, a coach mentor, and a 30-year United States Air Force. Bye bye.